Today,
Today.
I thought we could do how we're keeping busy during the apocalypse.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just obsessed. I like that we have visuals now.
I can't wait for us to get like way too into the visuals, and then the people listening to the audio podcast have nothing to listen to because we're just doing stuff and giggling.
I know. I was a little bit worried that would happen because I'm
This is going to be just a YouTube channel in like 2 months.
Yeah. We're going to give up on the podcast completely, but we'll still call it a podcast. And then if you go to the link, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Feedback error.
Should we actually address what we are doing with the Skype?
Do you want to do a start?
Because we've just assumed that everyone's going to know.
Nah. Welcome to Feedback Error, brought to you by
Pools make a splash.
It's like an advert. It's bad. You
All
could
right.
do the same thing, but maybe
with your version of the sponsor.
Okay, I'll do mine.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to Feedback Error, brought to you by
Jemma and Jayde make a splash.
Yeah, no, you're right. That makes more sense.
That makes more sense. Because I should have said Jemma and Jayde's vaginas.
Do you want another crack?
No, we have enough cracks. We have at least 2 here. I think we're fine.
I mean, I didn't have to pants at all though, so that was nice. Like, usually I've at least got pajama shorts on or something.
Yeah, but like, what's good about today is you took off one item of clothing and put on a top hat.
I put on a hat.
Yeah, no one can see this, but you look really good.
My hair is out of control, and I can't, like, I'm not gonna waste hair dye on
You're going bald.
Months. That's ridiculous.
You're going bald. So,
yeah, it looks like I'm going bald.
That's what happens when a comedian puts on a hat.
That's all it is. That's, you know, every dude comedian in a hat, he's going bald. Maybe that's happened to me too. You don't know. Be a little more sensitive about this, Jemma.
I'm so sorry. I'll be here for you.
The hardest part of this whole apocalypse scenario so far is that my eyebrows have basically declared independence. They're like, I can't get them to do anything. They're not listening to anything I say. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. If you were watching the video on YouTube, you'll actually see Jade's eyebrows slowly drifting up into her hat. It's disappeared now completely, so now she only has one eyebrow. It's really weird to look at.
I am gonna have one eyebrow by the end of this. Everything's gonna be over and we'll be allowed to go outside again, but I'll be in isolation for an extra month because that's how long it'll take to get like a beauty appointment to just fix all of this.
I think every guy is gonna be out a week before we debut. Do you know what I mean? Like I got some shit to do and maintain before I go back out.
Yeah, I've only realized I've been inside for like a couple of weeks now, how much of a team effort all of this is.
Yeah, you said you got your own head, did you?
Involved. I've got a beauty therapist involved. I've got like my yoga instructor involved. There's a whole team that goes into looking this average. So it's like 6 months of none of that. Shit's gonna fall apart. This is we're all in for a wake up call.
For someone who's falling apart. Nice. You see that? I'm pretty smooth in the apocalypse.
Yeah, you're killing it.
That was a neg.
Yeah.
Your hair looks really mousy today.
Get fucked. We both know it's ratty.
Stop. No one's gonna understand this except us, which is fine because that's
basically what we do this for, right? What have you been doing to keep yourself entertained during the social isolation? Oh my god.
You're going mental.
My brain's turning to mush. I haven't been
I'm not
outside.
even here right now. You're just speaking to a TV.
If
Not even on.
anyone walked into my house right now, they'd see me sitting here just like speaking to a cardboard box.
Yeah. And you've like put a face on it like Wilson from like
It's just I've drawn a face on it.
and you're like you've like drawn in the hair and you're getting really upset because you can't find a mousy coloured pen.
And all the craft stores are closed, so I can't even go buy a mousy coloured texter.
Oh, it's
Ugh.
okay.
Yeah, what I did yesterday, I spent roughly an hour watching a friend's Facebook Live cooking show, and he's not a chef. And I'm not sure when I got this desperate for entertainment, but I very much enjoyed it. It was...
That sounds enjoyable. There's nothing like if he was a chef, it would be a good video. But the fact that he wasn't a chef probably made it better.
Yeah. So it was... Some people might know, it was Geordie Mitchell. He's a comic from Melbourne. And some of my favorite parts of this were he was cooking something in a pot and he goes, "Oh, I should taste test this, but like it looks really hot," so we just didn't taste it because like the food on the stove looked too hot. It took him forever to like boil water because he didn't have a lid for the pot.
Oh.
At one point, he just like held his cats up to the camera so that they could say hello. And then at several points, he just fucking left the room, and I'm just
That's
like
great.
staring at some stuff on the stove, and there was nothing happening.
That actually sounds fantastic. I would love to see that.
I told him it was really funny, and he was like, "I'm not trying to be funny."
He's like, "I'm being very serious. I'm a chef now. I'm a chef in the apocalypse. How dare you, Jade? Shatter my dreams."
I like that glass. Is that a Coke can glass?
It is. How did you pick that up? I've just been going like this.
I'm an expert on all things Coke.
Actually, that makes that I do not question that at all. You absolutely are. I've still got a Coke can in my car from when you gave me one. I took one. I'm pretty sure I walked out of your house and I was like, "I'm taking this with me," and just left.
I remember when you did that.
I left so early as well because I was like, I can't remember what I was doing, but I had work the next day, and it got to like 9:30, and I was like, if I drive home now, I'll get home at like 10, which means I'll be able to go to sleep by 10:30, which means I won't be able I had to get up at 6 or 5 or something stupid. Yeah, I know. But now.
The idea of you getting more and more confident and just taking some of my actual things when you leave.
I'm taking this.
And it starts small with like a book or something, but eventually you're like taking actual furniture. If you did it confidently enough, I would not say anything. I'd be like, "Okay, I guess that's Gemma's chair now."
You're like, I'm taking, you know your invisible chair?
Yes.
Behind you. It's right behind you. Invisible chair. Yeah. If I just started walking out with that, like, "I'm taking the invisible chair, okay, like, thanks, bye," and you're like, I guess she needs it for something, she's gonna bring it back.
I wouldn't argue. I wouldn't want to stop you and be like,
I could take that and then say I returned it, and then you could be like, "Where is it?" And I'll be like, "It's in your house somewhere."
Yeah, or you could text me and be like, "I took your invisible chair." I'd be like, "No, it's right there." Unless someone sat on it, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's true.
If anyone wants my invisible chair, by the way, you can take it. Getting rid of all my furniture.
How much is it for an invisible chair?
I'm just gonna sell all my stuff and live my carny dreams.
You know what? You're already sitting on the ground. You're halfway there.
I'm more comfortable on the ground.
Believe in the dream. I like the way you're sitting on the ground and you have a top hat on.
Hey, I'm more of a carny already than most people will ever be.
Reach high.
I'm only ever playing at being a grown-up, I think. Just Like when I had all my furniture and it was like a nice grown-up house, I still never looked quite right in here.
You did seem a little bit out of place.
Yeah, and
I
still
feel out of
really,
place.
I don't like use anything for its intended purpose still. It's just I should never have. I didn't need any of this stuff. I just need a couple of cushions on the ground and a microwave. That's all I need.
When we were in your house and we were just sitting there recording, I always felt like your parents were going to walk in any second. It was like such a weird feeling because I knew it was your house. I knew it was yours, but I was just sitting there going, someone's going to come in and just like be like, hey kids, be quiet.
My dad does just walk in sometimes. I'm surprised it hasn't happened when you've been over here because every now and then he'll just let himself into my house because Mum doesn't let him keep candy in his house. And he knows I always have candy.
Oh,
so sometimes he'll come over and he'll just like, he'll go to the fridge and he'll take a bunch of like chocolate or whatever and then he'll sit on the couch, put sports on and shush me.
In your own house.
In my own house. I'll be sitting here on the couch the whole time, just like, hey.
Take some candy.
Yeah, I'm just here to eat snacks and watch racing.
It's just his house. It's actually just more of his house.
I think he thinks so. Yeah. Because I've started selling all my stuff, he's started putting orders in for what he wants in my house. He doesn't want to pay for any of it. He's just like, yeah, I'll have that.
Oh, okay.
And of course, like, I'm not going to argue with anyone who's saying that really confidently. So I'm like, okay, I guess the entertainment unit is his.
Between him and I, we're going to really help you with your carny dream.
Yeah.
By taking
You're
all your
just being supportive.
Yeah, we're being very supportive. What I like about, like, so before when you asked me what I've been doing in the apocalypse.
Oh, yeah, and then I talked about myself.
And then you talked about yourself.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I've been playing Animal Crossing.
Oh, everyone is talking about this thing.
You know why so many people are playing it?
Why?
Because it's basically just it's a game that simulates buying a house and being successful and having friends.
Oh,
and it's such a cute game though. I can't help it.
I kind of want to get it, but I'm not much of a gamer because I have an addictive personality, and I think if I started gaming, I wouldn't stop. I'd have to like quit my job.
You see, now we don't have jobs, so.
This is true. I mean, I have almost unlimited free time now. What else can I do? I should get into gaming or drugs, but like that seems a little sad just alone in my house.
Ooh, tough. Drugs or games?
Gaming's probably cheaper.
What about both? So, like, what you could do is, rather than doing hard drugs or, like, hard gaming, you do, like, half of each. So maybe we smoke pot and play Animal Crossing.
Okay, so instead of, like, Grand Theft Auto and cocaine,
I
do weed and Animal Crossing.
Yeah. And the step down from that is we drink water and play Pictionary.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty realistic drawn dick on my fridge that you drew me one night at a gig.
Oh, yeah. I'm really upset I've become the comic that draws the dicks. But I'm also like, well, if you need a dick, you know where to go.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
You've got the market cornered.
I've got that.
I know what I'm doing. The most prolific dick pic passer outer is a girl.
Oh my god, you know what I just realized? That's the dick I quickly drew while you were in the bathroom. Me and Nick like wrote something and put it in your bag. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love that one.
Because I had to go to the bathroom like 3 times because ironically I get stage fright and there were too many people in the bathroom like the first 2 times and I couldn't pee.
It's so funny. That
I was standing with you guys. I was like, okay, you guys let me know if like 3 people come out of there and no one walks back in because that's my time to shine.
So you can't pee with people in the...
I can't pee if people are around. I can't do it.
I love peeing when people are around. My favorite thing is to...
love it. That's weird.
No,
it's weird that I can't, but like you're so far in the other direction that that's also weird.
it's a dominance thing. If I can have a long, strong stream and it sounds like I'm just pissing like a racehorse, and all the other girls in there are like, I don't want to mess with her. She's got a long, hard stream. Fuck. Drop a couple of logs. Show them what's up.
I got I got nothing. I have never had this thought about someone. I've never been
Have
like,
you-
oh,
Have
I'm
you
gonna
ever
leave her
been in a
alone.
bathroom?
She's got a strong, unbroken human scream.
It shows health. You know, like I think on a very like monkey brain level, it shows that I'm very healthy and I'm very sexually active and not to mess with me.
Although, to be fair, like taking a dump in a public bathroom, that is a power move. Like, I wouldn't
love
mess with that person.
Yeah, why not? No, here's why you do it, right? You take a dump in a public restroom because one, you don't need to clean the toilet.
Why do I feel like this is step one in your plan? You're like, okay, so first, you take a dump in a public bathroom.
If we ever meet someone and I don't like them, and I ask, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and they want to come with me, you know that when I go in there, I'm gonna be doing these things. One, strong, unbroken stream. Two, poop in a public bathroom. And then when I come out, I'm just gonna talk really loudly about how good my set went in the bathroom.
Alright, so.
And then they'll be like, wow, don't want to mess with her. She's funny and her bowel movements are pretty good. So she must be healthy.
Alright, so if we make a friend and she looks a little traumatized after you guys go to the bathroom and you're talking about comedy, I'm like, we can't hang out anymore, sorry.
Yeah, I don't like her.
Gemma's not into it.
Jemma hates her. I'd never do these things in front of Holly. I'd be too scared.
Everyone's scared of Holly. She's my best friend, and like I'm terrified of her.
Like, it's a good terrified though.
Yeah, she's one of those really confident people. Like if she stole all the shit in my house, I'd be like, belongs to Holly now.
She probably has already stolen things. You've just accepted it. So
she probably already has. Every time I go to her house, I'm like, oh, I've got that and that and that. And she's like, oh, what a coincidence. She might just have my stuff.
It's just like, oh, I've got that. And she's like, oh, no, you had. You had that.
Holly is one of the most intimidating people I've ever met in my life. I'm glad we're friends, otherwise she'd make me cry.
It's like being friends with a lion.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, you got to feed him a bunch.
Did you see those videos of the people who saved the lion? Like these people saved a lion when it was like a lion cub from poachers, and they like brought it up until it was old enough to go back out into the wild and fend for itself. And then they visited it like a couple of years later, and they recognized the people.
Yeah.
And it just like ran up to them, and everyone's like, "It's gonna kill you! It's a lion!" And then it just hugged like the.
That's so cute. Like, it is very cute, but what if the lion just missed?
Yeah. You know, it'd be even more heartbreaking if the lion went straight past them and hugged someone else.
That would be heartbreaking. That would be devastating.
It's like when someone waves to you and then like they actually ran into someone behind you, like, oh, lion's hugging someone else, awkward.
I don't know exactly how I'm going to die, but I think it's got a lot to do with the fact that I think every lion and tiger in the wild wants a cuddle.
Oh no, Jade, you're going, oh no. Yeah.
If I ever see one, I'll be like, kitty cat.
Oh no. Oh,
Like tap the nose, give him a cuddle.
I just imagine you and me at a zoo and we walk past a lion exhibit and I'm just like, no, not today.
When we're allowed to go outside and do things again, we should go to the zoo.
Oh, can we go to the zoo?
Yeah, I just really want to go to the zoo now. Not even for content, I just think that would be a fun outing.
Yeah. I reckon we should make lists post-apocalypse of the first couple of things we want to do.
There's an aquarium up the Sunshine Coast somewhere. We should go to the aquarium.
There's an aquarium?
Yeah, I think there's still an aquarium. Last time I went there, I was about 9 years old. But I think
I assume not much has changed.
I think it's still there. And one time I went there and a seal bit a trainer, and like the trainer bled everywhere. I don't think that'll happen again, just to keep your expectations in check. But they did have sharks, I think.
Maybe we can make a seal bite someone.
Hey, maybe if we rub some tuna oil on someone, and then I don't know how we get the seal in contact with them, because we've now got tuna oil on us.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, singing happy birthday twice. I think that's how you get tuna oil.
We'll get the bluey chart out, because that's the only way I know how to wash
yes. Thank you for putting that. Oh, you know what would be good? This will be the 4th power move. After, peeing, taking a dump, talking about comedy, you take them to a seal show and cover them in oil. You get a seal to bite them.
Like, up until that point, I wasn't sure if you're on the fence about this person or not, but once we went to the zoo and you got the oil out, I was like, we can't be friends.
I'll be standing there and I'll be like, I've got this tuna oil. And you'll be like, Jemma, I really liked her, but now I guess we're not friends.
Yeah. I'm immediately siding with the person who's like trying to get someone attacked by a seal, instead of the very nice person who came to the zoo with us.
Historically, that makes sense because you're friends with Holly. Like if I'm doing weird shit, do you want to be on the opposite side of being bitten by a seal? Or do you want to be on my side, where we make someone be bitten by a seal?
That's it. Whenever you meet someone who might be a little crazy or like just a little unhinged, that's who you want to be friends with.
Yes.
And then you're going to be ride or die too. Like, you can't mess with a crazy person's friends.
Yeah. If anyone ever messed with you, they're screwed. It's great.
Yeah. Holly's punched someone for me before.
Really? Why does that make you feel so warm inside?
This was like back in our partying days. I'm not sure if the person even did anything to me, but I'm not a fighter. Like, I couldn't fight anyone. So I think I was walking away and Holly like barged through the crowd. It was lovely.
I mean, I don't do the violence thing either, but like I feel like I'm more likely to be violent for someone else's like
I think so too. I'm pretty hard to insult or anything because I don't really care what people think.
Yeah.
But if someone was mean to my friend, I'd be like, she is a queen.
I just walk up to them and start covering them in oil. And then I'd bring my seal out and be like, get him. Sick him.
That is a much easier solution. You're right.
Oh, yes. It's so much easier to get a live seal into a club. Which is, you really shouldn't have seals in clubs. They don't mix.
No.
Clubbing and seals. Yeah. No. You know what? Historically, bad together.
Not fun. Yeah.
Not fun.
Not a good idea. There should be like a buddy program. Like, you know how there's guide dogs for blind people?
Yeah.
I'm going somewhere with this. Not everyone's funny.
Yes, you're going to do a buddy program for comedians and desperate
I think every funny person should be buddied up with someone who's not funny, but they're like, I don't know, reasonably attractive, or they just need some help. And then we can tell them what funny thing they should do to get the response. You
know what? That's a real service I think people would utilize, especially in this time when you can't be funny, because I'm funnier in person.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know how when you're messaging with someone like online, one of the top things that people hate is spelling mistakes and bad grammar.
Okay.
And you've spoken to me online. Yeah. I sound so stupid in text. But when my charm is from in person.
I want to, just to illustrate this purpose, I want to read out a text that you sent me today.
And this is why I don't get
I said, hey, ready whenever you are for this call. And you said, sorry, I for be late.
And then you were just like, what? And I was like, oh, I might be right. Something stupid.
Yeah. I could
Yeah.
see how you would have trouble with that. On
So
that.
can
But
we
you're
also
hot
make
girl.
a service that does eloquent texts? So
Yeah,
maybe we can
Pair
spawn.
up the nerds with some funny people,
Yes.
and it can go both ways.
Yeah,
Like,
I
they
can
can
exchange
start
a funny thing, and they
Yeah,
can edit it.
yeah. So they'll text you things so you can copy and paste, and then you can send them voice recordings of what they should say, so that they can listen, and then be like, okay, I'll type that.
And you know what? We could even use the same ones for the same people. If we got paired in a way that our relationships were similar.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. This is a thing.
Weird.
We
We're
should,
onto something.
yeah, we should create an app. This is.
What
I
are we
want like
calling it?
another swiping app, but you just swipe on like your funny person or your nerd, whatever you're looking
Oh
for.
my god, can we call it Comics for Nerds?
Yeah, I am a nerd looking for a comic, and then you
Yeah.
just.
But it's not comics. It's
No.
comics.
Yes.
This is
Well,
going to
you know,
confuse a lot of nerds.
And the comics are going to be like, this makes total sense.
Yeah, all the comics are like, oh, clever name. And the nerds are like, this is very misleading.
What should we call it?
Comics for Nerds.
Comics for nerds? I reckon we're going to get a bunch of disappointed nerds looking for comic books.
Oh, okay. What if we call it Nerds Are Dumb?
Call it what?
Nerds Are Dumb.
We would just call it Suck It Losers.
Sort of.
This is an idea. I'm into this.
This
If
could
anyone,
actually work.
we'll do it as a free service just to
Look.
get the ball rolling. If people aren't sure about a message or they need like something funny to write to someone,
Yeah.
inbox us. We have
Yeah.
all the free time right now.
Yeah, actually, if you're trying to figure out the perfect message to send to someone, send us what you're thinking of sending and give us some context, and then we'll send you back what to say.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, that's great. I love it. Yeah, let's do it. I'm so excited. There's something else you want to quickly get in?
I think I'm good.
You wanna squish in there? You wanna get it going?
Okay. We hit all the key points that I was thinking of. You?
I think we're good. We'll take your key points. We'll lock it down.
All right.
Lock it down.
We'll circle back.
Lock it down. Make it super visual at the end too. So I get like a key, and then a lock, and we'll lock it down. Yeah. It's a key and a lock. And we'll lock it
When
down.
a locksmith and a homeowner love each other very much.
What do you mean we're a horny podcast? I don't know it.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true.
I don't think it's true.
We're inclusive too.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very tired of
Yawning.
people.
I'm just really tired.
You didn't look. I was like, oh, I don't know what you're talking. One day we'll do it shirtless.
Hey,
Which
we
will be
should do a
fine
naked
because
pod.
it's
It'll
cut
just
off
be
from
like
here.
it'll still just be us from here up, but
Yeah. I think we should.
I'll take my shirt off. I'll take my shirt off now.
No. Save it for next week. we need like a hook. Next week, we're doing it shirtless.
Right.
Okay.
Next week, shirtless pod.
Nice.